everyone, welcome back to my Mexican kitchen here in Switzerland. The recipe for today is a corn flan, a corn flavored flan, and it is super yummy. Usually this recipe is made with fresh corn. You cut off the kernels of your corn and you puree it raw with the rest of the ingredients. But the thing is, here in Switzerland, especially right now in October, it's pretty hard to find fresh corn in the raw version in the supermarket. So using the canned corn is super practical, super good. And the thing is, it's yellow corn, which is sweet. So it adds this special sweetness to the flan, which I enjoy a lot. I hope you guys enjoy the recipe. The ingredients you need to make your corn flan are 5 eggs, 1 can of condensed milk, 1 can of evaporated milk, 1 small can of corn, 1 200-gram cream cheese, 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract, 1 cup of sugar. Okay, so to start our flan, we have to make a caramel. For that, we're going to pour our sugar into a saucepan, and we're going to put the heat at medium-low heat, and we're going to start stirring and stirring until it melts. It has to be a light or medium brownish color. Don't overcook your sugar, otherwise it'll burn and it won't taste nice. So it has to be as soon as it melts that it has this nice caramel color precisely. You turn it off and you pour it into your flan mold, or whichever mold you have at home, which is oven proof. We're going to be making this flan in the oven. The past one we made on the stove like this. You can see both options. The mold has to be covered with aluminum foil, or if it's a flan mold, you're just going to cover it with the lid that it comes from. So going back to the caramel, once the caramel melts, you just pour it in your mold, and you are going to kind of move it around so that it coats all the bottom, and you're going to let it rest until it gets hard. Once it's hard, we'll continue with the next step. Okay, so our caramel is solid. You can kind of check. It's nice and hard. And so the next part is we're going to process all of our ingredients. All the remaining ingredients go into your blender. So the corn, the condensed milk, the evaporated milk, the eggs, the vanilla, and the cream cheese. Just as an extra note to the recipe, here in Switzerland, the cream cheese is 200 grams, and if you buy the lactose-free one, it's 150 grams. It doesn't matter if you use the 200 or the 150 grams. It won't make a change in your recipe, so don't worry if you don't find the exact same amount I'm using. Same goes for the corn. This one is 285 grams, this can. I would not use a bigger one, but if you find smaller cans, that's also good. It just tastes a little bit less corny, but it'll still work perfect for your recipe. And okay, once you've processed everything until it's a nice fine liquid, you're going to pour it into your pan that you're using to make your flan. You're going to seal it either with aluminum foil or with the cover that the flan mold comes from. And then you're going to add hot water. You're going to put your flan mold inside another mold that so it fits fine in it. And you're going to put hot water about halfway to the size of the mold. It goes on the outer part. And that's going to be so you can bake it at bain-marie in the oven. You're going to bake for 90 minutes at 180 degrees Celsius or 360 Fahrenheit. Once you've baked it, you can check if it's fully cooked by uncovering it, and you can poke it with a butter knife, a steak knife. If it comes out clean, it means it's fine. But usually the 90 minutes are more than enough. Once it's finished, you just have to leave it on your counter to rest and cool down for between 30 minutes to an hour. And once it's cooled down, you can put it in your refrigerator. And you can either leave it overnight, which is usually best, or just a few hours so that it really cools down and you can take it out of the mold and it's super yummy. flan is ready. I left it in the refrigerator the whole night. I like it to be really chilled before enjoying it. So just a suggestion, if you really want to have a super yummy flan, just leave it overnight, have a nice sleep, and then the next morning you're gonna have a super yummy dessert. If you guys are lucky enough to find fresh corn in your area, especially right now that it's mid-October, all you have to do is take the corn off the cob with a nice sharp knife, and you need about 2 corn, and it's usually the white corn, not the yellow corn, but you can use yellow because like in the recipe, the one from the can is yellow, but the traditional recipe is with the white corn, and it'll be really yummy. I mean, everything fresh is better. But I just don't want you guys to not make a recipe because you don't have the exact ingredients you need at hand. The canned version works perfectly and it will give you a super delicious flan. I hope you guys enjoy the recipe, you prepare it, and if you make it, tag me in wherever you're doing it. See you guys.